Hi, how many of you are fans of Ted Lasso? At the beginning of COVID, Ted Lasso stormed at least my house. My family and I began to watch it, and I was hooked. I was hooked to his view of how to be a leader, right? Here he is. He's brought in from the US as a US football coach to England to be a European football coach, a soccer coach. And he humbly recognizes he doesn't know anything about the sport. He learns it, he listens, he treats everybody from the kid boy to the soccer actual professional, well-known, famous players equally with respect, by listening to what they have to say, never putting them down or feeling any better than them, even though he's the coach. And from humility, then he goes to taking accountability. There's moments throughout the 3 seasons where he takes true accountability for something he's done, or he lets others, in his gentle Ted Lasso way, understand why taking accountability is so important. When you do something, right? From accountability is his resilience. His resilience from the problems he has at home with his wife back in the States and how that affects his ability to father his child, to challenges at work, whether it's dealing with his manager, dealing with the players, dealing with the media, dealing with the community. There were lots of naysayers at the beginning, and he never let it faze him, right? He never lets it take over his sense of how he continues to be a servant leader and serve why he's there, which are his players and his community. And then finally, of course, how he overcomes all of this, is all through his resilience. And then, of course, we all know how committed, not only Jason Sudeikis, but Ted Lasso is to mental wellness. And many of you know that my sister passed away from a mental health related tragedy a few years ago. And so this is a passion of mine and my family's, and obviously is very near and dear to my heart. And his recognition of mental wellness, and of course, when his one player is facing depression and is facing anxiety, how he empowers him. And then, of course, we see that there's a therapist that's brought in to the show and regularly begins to not only talk to the players, but eventually Ted Lasso opens up. And his character reveals the challenges that it takes to open up, because it takes so much courage to recognize that there's something inside that you want to keep hidden, but you've got to be able to talk about it. In watching this show, I have to say, incredibly saddened that the 3 seasons are over. I understand why Ted Lasso will not continue, but I am deeply impacted by his role as a leader. His role modeling of servant leadership, to me, is truly exemplary. I think we can all learn from Ted Lasso, and I hope that each of you take away a little something from his show. And if you haven't seen his show yet, go watch it. It's pretty fascinating. It's on Apple TV Plus, and it really it'll make you laugh. It'll make you feel emotional. There's love. There's silly little, just comedy that is lighthearted, and sometimes we just need a little bit of that. So Ted Lasso is a servant leader. Let's all strive to be like him and be servant leaders and serve others. Thanks.